Good morning, and welcome and thank you for joining us here at the Farish Theater at the Lexington Public Library. And for those of you listening or viewing at home, my name is Liza Holland, and as a member of the League of Women Voters of Lexington, I will be your moderator today. This open forum is for candidates whose opponents are not participating in our forums. It is sponsored by the League of Women Voters of Lexington, the Lexington Public Library, the Frankfort Lexington chapter of the Links Incorporated. The forum is being videotaped and will be available for later viewing on YouTube. Check the library and league websites for these links. Candidates have drawn for the order of speaking, and they will each have 5 minutes to introduce themselves and tell you about their interests in running for office. And finally, we turn to Judge Reynolds, who is running for the Circuit Court Judge, 22nd Circuit, Division 3.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to thank the League of Women Voters. These candidate forums are so important. Like many have said, I'm disappointed that my opponent chose to decline, but this opportunity is such a welcome opportunity. And I read the article in the paper. I think the quote was, you know, we need to have these things because the League of Women Voters want people to know more than just the face on the sign or the name or the ad that pops up. And for our election, in judicial elections, people don't know. People don't understand who they're voting for, if they can even vote. When I tell people I'm a circuit court judge and I'm running for election, they'll say, well, what circuit are you? Can I vote for you? Well, the first thing I say is it's nonpartisan. It's county-wide, and if you live in Fayette County, you can vote for me. And well, what does a circuit court judge do? Well, a circuit court judge is an important job because we handle felony crimes up to capital murder, and we handle all litigation over $5,000. So we're handling major lawsuits. As a sitting judge, I've overseen criminal felony trials, medical malpractice trials. And before I took the bench, I practiced law for 20 years in Central Kentucky. I'm a 1997 graduate of the University of Kentucky College of Law. I was a solo attorney. I did not represent large insurance companies or corporations. I didn't work with a team of litigators. It was just me. And I did that for 20 years, and I represented just the little guy on the street, if you will. I've been involved in I've handled over 2,300 cases in that time. I've tried over 24 jury trials in that time. So I have a lot of experience as a trial attorney, but also I'm the only candidate in my race with any judicial experience. So I want to talk to you just a little bit about my background. I'm here with my wife, Holly. We've been married for 23 years. We've raised 2 boys that were born here in Lexington, one 18. We just took off to college. I started just 2 weeks ago, and we have another child that's 16 that's a junior in high school here in Lexington. So being in this community is very important to me. As a criminal law judge, I see week after week tremendous amount of violent crimes being committed by very young individuals. So something that I've done to try to keep people out of my courtroom, because often when they come before me, it's really too late to help them. You have to get in front of that and provide the guidance and the mentorship early. So a few things I'm involved in is Chief Weathers and I have handled, or organized, I should say, 2 town halls in Cardinal Valley where we've reached out to the Hispanic community about concerns about the crime rate in Cardinal Valley. The crime rate in Cardinal Valley has multiplied in the last few years. The other thing I've done, I've gone on a ride along with the police to understand more about their job and the risks that they face. I'm involved with Real Dads Read as part of the Fayette County Public School. It's a mentorship program because a lot of the youthful offenders that come before me come from homes where they're either in foster care or they're single-family homes, and they haven't had that guidance. So I believe it's important to get out there and to show people and to show young men and young women that there's alternatives for them and that there's resources for them in the community where they can learn and they can have guidance to avoid some of the pitfalls that unfortunately a lot of the defendants that appear before me have suffered. So those are some of the important things that I'm trying to do. I have enjoyed the job tremendously. I didn't grow up wanting to be a judge. After practicing for 20 years, I thought, well, I'm ready for the next challenge in my life. And I was selected by a nonpartisan group from a judicial nominating committee, and I accepted the job, and now I have to run for it. This is my first campaign ever. It has been an experience, and I have learned a lot, and I don't know that I would do it again, but I would say that I have a great respect for anyone, regardless of the side of the party they're on. Anybody who runs for office has my respect. So this has been a great experience. Again, thank you very much. My time is up. I'm Judge John Reynolds of the Fayette Circuit Court, and I would ask for your vote on November 6th.
Thank you so very much. And if we could do a brief round of applause for our candidates in the first round.